Hey guys, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today I'm going to be doing Josuke from Jojo's Bizzare Adventure. So we're going to start portrait on his face. We'll start with the right eye as usual, and we'll do that right eyelid just right here. So in that Jojo style, we have really sort of angular big eyelashes. So it comes up first like this, a diagonal line up, and then we're going to bring this across pretty straight, like so. And then this one's going to come down this way. Then we just got to add some eyelashes and stuff sticking up every now and then, coming off at an angle to that eyelid. All the Jojo characters have these style eyes. And then we have his iris just under there. So we're going to do that semicircle coming around to here, like so. And then there's a shine just in the corner here, so we don't bring the iris the whole way, we just do a semicircle up there in the corner. And then his pupil is here, semicircle there again, like so, and you color that in dark. And then we have a couple of just lines coming up in that iris, just for those lines of his eye, just here, like so. And then we can do the eyelashes just underneath, so they don't connect to the top eyelid, they just curve around here, curving around underneath, like so. And then we have eyelash lines down here, coming off like that. We have an eyelid line above his eye then, so just here it's going to curve across like this, and then come down the side like that. We have a little bit of an eyelid line just here, and then we can come over and do the other eye. So we measure an eye distance. The good thing about the Jojo characters is they're in proportion right here. So we measure his eye, we bring it over, and that's where you start the next eye. So there's an eye distance in between, approximately, just about an eye distance. Same thing again, we go up at an angle, and then we bring it across straight, really angular sort of lines, and then down this side. So it's a thick enough sort of line, and then we add eyelashes coming off that. There's just various places along. Now we can add his iris. So we curve it around, semicircle. When we get to here, we stop, and we do that shine that's in his eye. So curve it around like that. And then his pupil, then another semicircle there, and that's dark black. And we can add some of those lines like this for his eye, like that. And if you wanted, you could do another small shine down here, and maybe another one over here. Just to give him those sparkling sort of Jojo style eyes. Then underneath we'll do his bottom eyelid, so it curves down and up. They don't really touch. And then you can add your eyelashes coming off. Thicken it up first, and then add some little lines coming off like that. Okay, 2 eyes done. Now his nose is pretty simple, right in the middle here, so we're going to just go right in the middle of these 2 eyes. Well, actually the nose is right in the middle, but the line for it is a little bit over to the left, so it's just here, not bang in the middle, it's over a little bit. And then this is going to come right down like this, and then it'll come back this direction. And then his other nostril is just here. Like that. You can colour it in dark, and maybe you could thicken up this line a little bit just to show a nostril on that side. Then he has just sort of hatching lines on his nose. So just these lines straight down, coming across his nose. I guess it kind of just defines the bridge of his nose. It's kind of the style in the Jojo series. And then we'll come down under his nose and we will do his lip. So we can see his top lip, the line for where they join, and the bottom lip on these characters. So it's not like normal anime where you maybe just have the middle line. So we'll do his where they join first. So we're going to curve up like this, bring it down for the middle, slight V. There can be a gap between these two lines. You can leave a gap again and then come down like so. Then we have just above that a line for his top lip, just a curving line like so, just underneath that nose. And then his bottom lip is like a real wide spread out W shape. Real big. Then his chin, just down from that bottom lip, we have a line across like this. And then this will curve up on the sides a little bit. And this will of course come up to his jaw and then the side of his face. So this is going to come all the way up. When we get to about here, we're going to change the angle up to the side of his face. So we'll do the other side first, just to keep them, make sure we kind of keep them symmetrical, I guess. So we're going to get to maybe about here, just across from the top of his lip, just about there. And then we'll do the same over here. And then these are going to go up the side of his face. And this one as well. Now then these, it's okay, one of them is higher than the other on mine, but that's okay. It won't make much of a difference. These will touch his ears. This one becomes his ear here. Curves around, like so. And then we can do bones and ligaments inside there. So we can do his ear bumps and stuff like that. Curving up, line down. Then the bottom half, bump there. He has an earring there. And then there's like a shadow inside here for his inner ear. And then there's some curved lines defining more of those details in his ear. That's the thing about the Jojo characters. There's a lot of detail in the faces compared to other anime. Very distinctive style. So then the other ear then over here, so it comes up and around like so. That's the earlobe. And then we've more bones and ligaments inside there. So just pretty much like this side. Doesn't have to be exactly the same. An earring. And then we have a lump like this. And then this comes up to the top. Back this way. And then some more curving lines. And then the inner ear is dark in here, like a dark shadow. And some lines like that. darkening up the top of his eye here, just to make those eyelashes maybe a bit bigger. Okay, so let's see. So we'll do his hair. So Josuke's hair is really sort of, it's unusual. It's like 90s, 1960s classic rocker kind of hairstyle. It's unusual, real American kind of looking. So it's let's see. So we'll do, so from his ear we have his sideburn, right? So he has a sideburn that comes down just beside his eye here, just across from his eye, starts there, and then this comes in to here. So it comes in at an angle there, and then it'll come up. You can do the same thing over here. So it comes up like this, in at an angle, then it's going to go up to there, and then this big round piece of hair is going to come down across his face. So it comes right down across his nose, like here, and then it comes up to both those sides. So it's going to go curve up all the way to here, and then this will curve up to there as well. Right, so before we deal with all that, we're gonna just do his eyebrows and some more lines just around his eyes. So I forgot the eyelid line here. So we just add a similar line that we did across the other side to this side of his eye, coming down like so. And then he has two lines just for his brow, just here, coming out from his eyes, like that. Another one over here. And then his eyebrows are underneath this hair. So they have two hooks just for the end of them coming out here. So coming down about there. So hook, and then same on the other side. A hook like that. And then these are going to come down underneath his hair. Like this. Coming across here, down to a spike, and back up in there. And then this is the same. So it's going to come down right across his eye, down towards his nose to a spike, and back up under his hair. And then of course his eyebrows are black. Josuke then has two sort of cheek lines, just sort of lines just here, just to define his cheekbones a bit. One, another one say there. And he has two smaller ones over this side too. One, two, just here. And then his hair is this sort of heart shape, a heart-like shaped head. It goes the whole way around. So coming up from his ear, you're going to go all the way up. It comes up straight first on both sides. And then it's going to start to come into like a love heart sort of shape. So it comes around Comes around. Starts to come in like that on both sides. Curving around. And then it'll come in like this to the middle. So there's like a center point where they touch. Maybe there. So then, once you've that general shape in, he has all these crisscross marks sort of going across his head. So he has, let's see, so he has one coming right down the middle. And these are thick, so you got to thicken them up real dark. Right, so one there. So at the bottom, he's going to have this sort of wavy line that comes out from those. So it's like a bump sort of comes out from there. And another one comes around. And it comes all the way up to the side of his head, right up to here, okay? So we're going to curve these up like this. And then once we get to about here, this is going to go up the side of his head, just there. And he does the same on the other side. So bumping, curving, following this pattern around and up the side of his head, up to about here. Like the same on the other side. So this one comes down like that one. And it has all these just bump patterns. Like so. And then you can color those, thicken them up, color them in dark. So there's like a line that just comes across most of them here. Here, and then they're all dark inside. So the thing about a lot of these anime characters is their hair. It's usually the defining thing about them. It's what makes them stand out from other characters, and it's usually what has the most detail and what takes the most amount of time. Dragon Ball characters, for example, Jojo characters can be like that too. Now, so once we have those patterns in, we can add more of those, the crisscross lines, and thicken them up. So one coming down here. And one here. One here. One here. And then over the other side as well. So these are the vertical ones. I'm just sketching them in first, and then you're going to thicken them up. So now you can make these thicker once you know where they're going. So once you have all the vertical ones done coming down in straight lines, then you can do the horizontal ones, the ones that go across. And they have a slight curve. So they go across like so. There's one. Next one. Curving across like this. I'm going to thicken them up as well. Next one is here. Coming across to this. I forgot to thicken this one. And thicken the edge as well. The edge of his head. And then another one, just so 1, 2, 3, another one here. So and we'll do the same on the other side, coming out from those ones we just did. Over to here. Another one here. Another one here. Another one. And then here. And then of course you can make all these much thicker. Now, so once we have that sort of crisscross pattern done, we're going to add some shadows just around the side of his hair as well. So he has one big one that comes up just around his fringe here. So it has a spike just here. Comes up like that. Has a spike here. And then it's the same over here. So there's another spike on this side. Up to there. Spikes back down. Like so. And then we're going to join these together with a curve. So it comes down the front. Comes all the way down this front. Follows that line we did at the first part of the hair. Like so. And that's all black, but I'll color them in a minute. So we'll have this here, another spike coming out from this one, goes up, goes down, and then another one here. And remember, if I go too fast, guys, just hit pause. So we do another one there, and shadow there, another one in here, and here. And then he has a spike shadow just here. And then the little one here. These are all going to be filled in black. And then we do the other side. Spike up from this one. Spike down. That's what I have so far. And then up here. Cross. And then coming down from his head here, we have a spike that goes back in there. Then there are just some lines coming down from, just to show a curve coming down from here. So we're going to go curve like that. And then 2 each, say. One there. And then these ones are going to curve down here. So 1, 2, and then 1 here, and then 1, 2 on this side, and then 2 here, and now we can color in all these parts black, give them shadow. Okay, so now we're going to go down and start his neck. That's pretty much his hair done. Of course, it's like grey in between all those black, like a not as dark as black, like a dark grey or a navy color, usually in the anime or the manga. So his neck, just down here, we can just see 2 lines that go behind his collar of his uniform that he wears, his school uniform. So these 2 lines come down from his jaw. And then his collar is here, so we do a line across like this. Line across like here. And then these come down the sides. One down there. One down there. And then the other side, so straight down like this. Straight down as well. About here. And then he has his white collar inside there. So we have white section is like shirt, follows that shape all the way down, follows that shape all the way down as well. And of course these go off out to his chest. So these curve this way, same on this side, and this goes off down here, off my page, off the bottom. Same here. They go out to that big round section that's on the front of his costume. Now, so his shoulders then come off here. So, come up here. And then he has just some lines for neck muscles just here. Come down to his throat, just down here. Ends around. And then he has a deep dark shadow, like most Jojo characters do, just underneath his chin. Coming down here, like a V, comes back up. Maybe it has some zigzags up along like that. And then, of course, again, in there is dark black shadow. Now, so we have just his uniform on this side, coming down here, comes across and down the other side. Same thing here, across that way. And then we have just some folds for his clothes, just here, and maybe one here. Get a shadow in there. You could do as many of these as you'd like, going all the way down. And same on the other side, so we've another fold line just there, maybe another one here, shadow in there, some more coming down along the edge of his uniform. You can do as many of these shadows as you'd like. The thing about JoJo characters, they always have really dramatic shadows. Real dramatic enemy. Yada yada. Yada yada. So, he's got a collarbone. Just here. Across. And then just the love heart that's on this side, on his collar, just here. 2 bumps like that. And then this comes down to a point, and then this comes back up to there. And then this symbol on the other side, you can just see the edge of it. And then there's an anchor on this side. So to do an anchor, we will do. We'll start with circle like that. And come down a bit, comes out again, comes down, comes back, comes down to the bottom, and then it's going to curve up, come out to this arrow, back down like that, and then it's going to curve around all the way to here. And then there's the inside of that top of the anchor just there, and the dark inside. So, and he has a dark section just around here. So jaggedy sort of line coming down here, all the way down to about there. And you do the same thing on this side. Sorry, I gotta speed up in case the video gets too long. Just hit pause. And then in here is dark black. And that is it. Yari yari, Josuke.